Okay, now we are recording the video.
Okay, no, it's okay.
Yes, and then the problem is that after we recording and then we send the link to our assignment, isn't it?
Oh, okay, it's okay.
But this one I need to maybe I need to post it in my YouTube or what to get the link.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Anything that works, just we can do that.
I think maybe I do that. I will submit it into the YouTube channel, and then I send the link to you guys. Then you guys can.
Oh yeah. That'll be perfect. Because sometimes when I was reading in the group, other people were saying that sometimes the video wasn't in the link, so it's okay.
Because I just wondering why Murphy, he said that he cannot use the BYU Zoom one, because I think the BYU Zoom one is easy for have a long time meetings. Mine one just about 45 minutes, something like that.
Oh yeah, that's very true. That's very true. So what are we discussing about today?
Yes, this week about the I need to open this one. I forget to open our lesson from the BYU what we call it. Now you are open the BYU portal.
I'm just going to the to the link, because I already read about it, about that guy. I think, is it Thomas, who
yes,
wanted
Thomas,
who was called to visit who was called into a very important position, but he wasn't good at working well with others because of office politics.
Yeah,
he was also biased towards this other guy. Is it Shannon McDonald? Was also trying to help him out, so they couldn't see eye to eye, and for him, he thought that he was going to be fired and lose his job. Whereas if he would have also humbled himself, communicated well with others, and understood that, yeah, of course, this person might have been the next person to get the job which I got, but I'm supposed to also be a team player, because he was also that person that wasn't good at what do they call it? Like when he was making presentations, he didn't bring in like visual aids to help people understand when he was selling an account to them. Whereas Shannon, that was his strength. He knew how to present things. So if they would have worked well together, some of the things which transpired wouldn't have happened. So it was quite interesting how, as leaders, we need to learn how to resolve conflict and know how to be interdependent on others. So yeah.
Great, thank you so much, Moses, that you have mentioned all the great keyword and you remember all the case clearly. Honestly, I don't think it's about the technical issue, but it's about relationship in that the two of them, the Green and the Davis. I think it's about relationship, maybe and about their thinking. That's what I am understanding in this case. What do you think?
You're absolutely right, because relationships, they are very, very important when you're working with people, or if you want to form a team. Because when you're forming a team, I don't know, do you watch soccer?
Soccer?
Yeah, football. Soccer or football?
Soccer, yes, I do.
Yes, I can say the great example is PSG. PSG is full of stars, and
Mhm.
people, they were hoping that they were going to dominate, win the UEFA Champions League, everything. That's what they thought that. So even in the reading, it was simply saying that even
Mhm.
if you put great people together,
Mhm.
as long as they don't have a relationship, it would
Yes,
be
of
hard for
course.
them to focus on that purpose and obtain it together, because all of them, they want to what individually shine than to what shine as a team. So you are right that relationships, they are very important. And
Mhm.
these two, they didn't have one. If they had one, if they had a relationship, they were going to achieve a lot of great things. Because
Correct.
also part of the reading, they spoke about how there are some people who use the left side of the brain, and the other
Yeah,
people, they use
great.
the. So these two people, they are the best example that one used the left side, the other one was the right side. So
Yeah, you
if they
mean
would,
the negative thinking one, isn't it?
no, not really. Like people who use the left side of the brain, they
Yeah.
are more into statistics, data, and everything. They are more logical. Whereas those who use the right side of the brain, they are more visual.
Mm-hmm.
They are
Yes,
visual.
yes.
They imagine things and so on. So
Imagination.
these two people, they are the example of that. That if they would have combined two their minds together, they would
Mm-hmm.
have what achieved something great. So they needed to build a relationship. So you are absolutely right.
This is great, great example. You understand clearly from the Mr. Covey books, the 7 Habits Effective People. You great. You talk about the left side and right side brain. It's good about this one. Yeah, I think you understand clearly, and you give me an example about the soccer team. Yes, a lot of people maybe what they all saying that many cook. I don't know. I don't remember.
Many people, is this for the broth or for the soup, something like that?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So Davis and Green, they want to be a superstar in the team. Maybe one Davis, they think, oh, I'm your leader. I'm more experienced than you, and then they have authority. That means they have the power. Then Green, they think, oh, I know better. I'm younger than you, and maybe they don't communication well in the first thing in the first time, isn't it? I don't think it's about the problem, the issue about the technical, but relationship. Understand each other, understand, talk to each other, connect with each other. It is the first and foremost important thing to work in the group. I think not nothing difficult than this one. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely right. To build a relationship, it it takes time. It reminds me of one of the like the lessons which I'm going over, just which helps you to learn how to relate to other people, to
Mm-hmm.
know that ethically people have what like different ethical positions
Mm-hmm.
on certain things. Even though it's like that, we need to learn to know where someone is coming from to reach that point of having that ethical position,
Mm-hmm.
which they have on whatever issue they have. So if Green and Davis did the same thing to see where the other one is coming from, it was going to be easier for them to what to have that common ground to start building a relationship upon. But because they didn't do that,
Mm-hmm.
now we are learning from their example now.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. Now, since our members they not appears in the meeting, I don't know yet because I've been waiting them for 2 days already. But maybe Murphy is sick. I heard from them. I heard from him yesterday. Murphy is not fine, and also what another one, Caesar, your friend.
Uh-huh.
from the same state.
Yes. How
Yeah.
is he?
Have you contact with Caesar?
I tried contacting him via WhatsApp, but I'm only getting one tick, so I don't know what's really going on.
Mhm.
Maybe something happened too, because I don't know. There's been a wave of people just getting sick lately in Zimbabwe, and it's not
Oh,
understandable what's really going on. So
what's
maybe
going
him
on
too, he
there?
might be sick. I really don't know. I really don't know
It's about
because
weather or something. The weather change or about the food or what?
maybe it's the weather change. I really don't know because sometimes you feel as if you're having like a flu, headache, like there'll be just a bunch of so many symptoms. So
Mm,
I really don't know. So what I'm going to do, since we attend in the same chapel, I'll
mm.
try to check him out tomorrow. If he's not there at church, I'll try to go to his place and see how he's doing
Yes,
because
good.
it's
That
not
would
that
be
far
good
from me.
if you can do that because I don't hear from Caesar for like since last 2 days already. I don't hear from him. He don't even check the WhatsApp. Maybe they too are sick. Even Murphy, he's still young and energetic, but he still got sick as well. Maybe you you have checked with them, see whether they're okay or not. I think
Okay.
the weather there is hot or cold there right now in Zimbabwe.
We are now heading into winter, so yeah, the weather is changing, so it might be it too.
Oh, that means the body is not adaptation very well to the new season, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Okay, I
that's
think
that's most.
yeah, I think we two of us just continue our meeting and learn together from each other. I don't have much from the case, but what I'm understanding, I think okay for me, technical issue also one of the problem. That mean for me, sometime for like I faced with the new situation, and then I can't to to take a little bit time. But in this case study in our class, I think it's not about technical issue, but about the relationship, about the personal issue rather than the technical issue. I think first of all, Green and Davis should reconcile, should come back to build a good relationship again and talk to each other clearly what they really want and make a good really system. That mean build a rule or norm that can provide benefits to both of them. Maybe I think Green think, oh, I want to be to show up or to make people understand I'm a great guy, and then Davis, his director, afraid of Green taking charge, taking their place, taking their reputation, something like that. That's what I'm understanding from the case. What do you think?
Well, I believe you are right, and to also add on, remember also for Green, the owner of the company,
Mm,
somewhat like he had a relationship with him,
mm-hmm,
but he didn't have a relationship with Davis.
mm-hmm,
So if Green, when he came in, he could have built a relationship with people in his department, the people whom
yeah.
he's heading. Because for Davis, he had a relationship with the people who were also in marketing, so he knew where they were going.
Mm-hmm,
Whereas for Green, it wasn't the case. You could do everything else, but you also lacked the data, the goals to know where everyone
mm-hmm,
wants to go. So that was the thing
mm-hmm.
that I'm seeing that's what led them to not also have a good relationship.
Mm-hmm.
because of also how what's his name, Green got his promotion,
Mm-hmm.
because he just rose up from the ranks. He was also bold, tenacious about it, and he was also told that he wasn't the right fit for the job yet. But so it's those things too that added to that relationship, to not
Yeah.
Green and Davis.
Mm-hmm. Because Green, he has something more to learn from Davis, from the team. I think yes, of course. I think Green should connect more with the people and slow down a little bit, just a little bit. Maybe just don't react to the boss, because he need to respect to Davis as well, because Davis, he's a leader.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
True.
also, yeah, true. Like you said, Green have to connect with each other in the team first, because he is new to this department. And the same with Davis, also build a good relationship with new partner as well, because he is a leader. Leader is a great example. Even though Green made a mistake, but Davis also cannot double that mistake. He need to show an example by making a good relationship. If they are really understand about the team, if they don't want, that means something jealous, something wrong inside them. Maybe they are envy, negative thought, they're afraid, maybe something fear. I think if they don't create a good relationship, maybe something fear inside it. Maybe Davis also fear of Green taking his place as well, because Green kind of quick climb up this position very quickly. So in his mind, maybe he think that my understanding beyond the case, that maybe Davis also jealous or afraid of Green. What do you think?
You raise a lot of great points, because sometimes what happens to people, like psychologically, when
Mm-hmm.
someone is called like given a position which they've worked so hard for, yeah, those feelings, they pop up. So for me, another thing which I was thinking, I can say the best thing which could have happened was, which was part of what you're saying on building the relationship,
Mm-hmm.
was for Davis and Green to like hold maybe a meeting
Mm-hmm.
where the whole team is there,
Mm-hmm.
and then they introduce each other. They
Mm-hmm.
know who they are, where they come from, so that everyone in the team knows the background of the other
Yeah,
person.
yeah, that's very
Because
interesting.
that really helps. Because in our reading, I barely saw something which highlighted that these two actually met.
Mm-hmm.
These two tried to work together to achieve something. So I can say in this case, the conclusion which I feel they could have made was what, hold a meeting, talk
Mm-hmm.
things out. And also for Green, he was supposed to respond to those emails which Davis was sending to him, which, as he was trying to help, because the other one was also for Davis, he was always somewhat cleaning the mess which what's his name, which Green was doing. So the meeting would have helped them to know how much they need, and they are going to rely on each other to achieve more together, as what the acronym for Team Stenso. Together, everyone achieves more, but then they wanted to achieve things individually than as a team. So yeah.
Mhm. So you mean that Green have to talk to Davis? Both of them need to take back one step and maybe to reconcile all the problem by taking back one step and then apologize to each other, or what?
Yes. Yes, something like that. Yes, because that was, I can say, because at the end of the day, it was somewhat a battle of egos, because they failed to see each other where one was coming from. Because both of them, they wanted what's good for the company. We'll go back to that soccer example. It's when stars, they want to shine on their own than to shine together. It's when stars fail to pass each other the ball so that they can have an assist. I love a little bit of PSG that Messi can also assist Mbappe in scoring, assist Neymar in scoring. That kind of thing, it's good, and that's what Green and Davis were supposed to do: assist each other in having a win together, and that's what they were saying. So if they would have taken a step back, listen for Green, go through the email, see what this person was where this person was coming from, he would have gone to him and said, I'm seeing everything which you are saying, and I'm also coming from here. So what can we do so that both achieve the very same thing? Because we want the same thing here. We might have set our goals differently, but at the end of the day, we want the same thing. And how can we achieve it together? And them taking a step back, them letting go of their egos was going to help them in achieving what's best for the whole marketing department. And that was going to drive the company forward, because what they were now doing was dragging the team, dragging the progress, and not making the company move forward.
Great. You have raised a good example about ego. That means everyone, when we face our difficult situation, that it kind of we are blocked by our thinking, that our mind usually come quick to the conclusion, and that's really the ego situation. That means we cannot come deep to the right source of the real us. That means we are blocked by the layer of the ego, that the fear, the angry, the want to win. Yes, like you said, if we are in that situation of Green and Davis, I think, to me, I think it take a little bit one step, because we have to think about the teams and not about the winning. If for example, like you and I stay in this kind of situation, if I, Davis, and I win on you, I'm not happy. Surely I don't happy. If I'm alone, just the winner, I'm really not happy. I want people that side to understand and agree to that, really honestly agree and win as well. That mean win-win. That mean, okay, if we are not thinking about ourselves, if we think about people instead of and the team, I think that it would be a solution, a real solution. What happened is that me and my girlfriend, at the same time, when I read this case study, it come to me with the real text the same. When we discuss, talk to each other, we don't listen to each other clearly. We just listen and then get protection and then support our idea. At the same time, Green and Davis, maybe they both in this kind of situation like me and my girlfriend faced last week, but I already settled. I use, you know what, I take back and then I step back, and then when communication really not progress, and take a bit one step back, and then tomorrow we apologize each other. She touched me and apologized, and then I said, oh, I'm sorry too, and maybe I'm in the bad mood, and I don't feel good. If any word or any error thinking, just please forgive me. And then she start talking what this and that, and then I really listen. I listened well, and then I understand. Oh, it's not about what she said. It's about her feeling is that she don't want me to leave the job, because I told her that right now I don't have much time, and I don't, or the Zoom is almost still have more 10 minutes. Please click the link again, Mose. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. You said I should click what?
Yes, if our Zoom run out, I think we should. But this one, if it run out, maybe it still it need a record, so we have to wait for another long time. I think we could not continue our meeting, isn't it? Yes, I think
Okay,
if it no problem. I think you also understand clearly with the case. That means what is our solution is that we need to reconcile by take a back step, think about the team, go back, apologize, and create the good relationship, and then build listening to each other. I think this would be okay. Understand people feeling, listening, and then talk the truth honestly, openly. Said, okay, I really want this and that, and said to each other. If they in a very assertive way, if they agree, okay, we continue. If not, and then we have another. We can go to another level and check.
Hey, may I add something? As we are talking, of course, you use the example of you and your girlfriend. Another thing which companies, they usually have that thing. Is it like those team building exercises where people sometimes a company can go on a retreat, they do paintballing, they do canoeing, those kind of things. And that's also a thing which they might need sometimes to know to communicate, to learn to communicate as they're having those team building exercises outside the company. That will also help them know how to communicate.
Yeah, to build a relationship with the team.
Because for us guys, at times, you know, like you and I, we might not know each other, but the moment we maybe get on a field, we play either it's basketball or it's football together.
Yeah.
And when we are now back into a company and we are together, we have a common place where we can start a relationship from. Where I'm like, you know what? As we were playing soccer, you reminded me of Messi, or it's Cristiano or whoever. And then you can build from there. So that's another thing which can help Green and Davis, a team building activity where the biasness will be out, because you know how it is with people. That's how it was on Mission or everywhere. People can say bad things about you. That when someone meets you, they are using those bad things which they hate about you, and it will be hard for them to give you a chance. And that's what Davis and Green they need to give each other a chance. And
correct.
Building activity can help with that, in learning how to give each other a chance. Because
one
so that's
thinking,
what I want.
yes, Yeah, excuse me. One thinking that I want to add is that they must have this idea in their mind. If they think like that, if they win alone, it's not a winning. To me, something like that. If I win alone, that is not the winning. I want people to win. I want people to understand. I want people to feel good, to take, so that it's a long-term relationship. If I just to win, it's not good for me. It's short time. In the group member, we have to think about other more than ourselves. It doesn't mean we are neglect ourselves, but we have to think about them first. That means we are to be influence other. We need to understand people first, so that we can be able to influence, to lead, to help, to guide them. That's what my understanding.
That's true. It's just like what the Savior did. When other people just saw a fisherman, a taxman, he saw more than that, and he was able to help Peter, Matthew, his apostles reach their potential. So the Savior also too, he had a team. He didn't do things individually. He also relied on Heavenly Father. He relied on his apostles. Even till today, he also relies on us. He can do it on his own, but he chooses to what? To work with us. And I believe it's also the core of this case study. Of course, you can do it alone, but you won't get far. If you really want to get far, work with others, win
correct.
with others,
Correct.
because it's not an individual sport.
Yeah, correct.
It's different from golf, because when you're in a team, whether it's marketing team or even when you're a manager, it's not an individual sport. You need others, because if you're a manager who doesn't work well with other departments, it will be hard for them to report things to you. If they have a concern, it will be hard for them to raise it to you, to say, no, we have a problem, help us. So it's that thing that as you are saying, when you focus on making everyone win together, when you have a loss, everyone will be like, you know what, we lost together. Everyone feels
correct.
responsible, accountable. Then they'll be like, what can we do to do better? Then they say, what do you think you should do? There will be no shift in blame. If someone didn't do their part, they'll be like, you know what, guys, I'm sorry I didn't do my part. If I would have done my part, would have done better. So it's that thing which was lacking between these two. They didn't have that thing of interdependency.
Yeah, independent groups.
So yeah, you're absolutely right. And I just feel that we've covered almost everything, because we've already discussed what would you do to alter adverse result if they are in, and we've already spoken about if they would have done this, the outcome would have been different. So we've spoken about different scenarios which would have resulted in a different result. Because if Green would have worked well with others, he wouldn't be thinking about losing his job, but you'd be looking forward to what? Staying in it, having those relationships which last long. There's the first one which we did about that guy from Brazil who took over his father's company. How at the end of the day, the employees, they had a relationship with him. They felt that, you know what, we should contribute, we should help. The company became a family thing. And Green and Davis, they didn't have that thing to feel like family to each other. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mose. We forget to welcome Murphy. How are you doing, Murphy? Are you okay right now?
Yes, I'm okay.
Can
you hear me?
Okay, clearly. Now we have Mose in our team. but we miss Caesar today.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, maybe he got sick like you as well. What you got? You got flu or what? Can you hear us clearly, Mofi?
Yeah. Yeah, what the subject?
Yes, we talk about the case, the Green and Davis. You remember the case? And McDonald.
Yeah, I remember. Okay.
Anything else
The
you want to add?
problem, the roads problem.
Oh yes, I
Okay.
think maybe
When I
you
was doing- when I was reading the case study for this week,